Cam Reddish just signing a multi-year shoe contract with Nike, according to our resident sneakerhead, Nick DePaula. Dave, as a sneaker connoisseur yourself, do you have high hopes for Cam, both on the court and in his shoe closet?
Yeah, I'm not so sure he'll make it into the signature Nike shoe collection. There's only 7 or 8 guys who do that, but I love this fit for him with the Atlanta Hawks. I think he'll be able to brand himself as a winner to start off his career. I think that's a good young group that's going to grow together. So that's the best way to sell sneakers, to be considered a winner.
Yeah, I think he fits perfectly with Collins and Trey and DeAndre Hunter. It's a nice group that we're seeing forming there for sure.
Let's talk about Kyle Korver, because he agreed to a 1-year, $2.6 million deal with the Milwaukee Bucks. According to Adrian Wojnarowski, Korver's final 2 teams were the Bucks and the Sixers, but his history and relationship with coach Mike Budenholzer played a significant role in his ultimate choice. Dave, you covered Kyle for a long time. How much better does he make Milwaukee?
He is the most professional person I've come across in 16 years being around the NBA. And so I love that he adds that to that locker room. Giannis is going to get better being around him. Chris Middleton's going to get better being around him. They lose a shooter in Niko Mirotic and Malcolm Brogdon. So it's not going to play 30 minutes a game. He's going to help them, though, in a lot of ways.
Yeah, he absolutely can help them because they lost some shooting. So, and again, the relationship with Bud, he had his best years under Bud. Yeah. So this makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and just, again, the whole group they have there, starting with Giannis, by the way, very solid, high-character guys. So fits into that as well. All right, we're running out of time, but I wanted to get both of your reactions to the new Lakers mural that popped up over the weekend. The mural, created by a couple of local LA artists, is located on the wall of the Coffee Company in Westchester. Features, you know, just the big 3 here in LA: LeBron, AD, and Kyle Kuzma. Kuz, y'all got me out here looking fluffy, but this is dope.
It does look a little puffy in the face there.
Put too much pressure on Kuz to become a card-carrying member of a Lakers big 3.
Now, he embraces it. Being around him last year, for being such a young guy, everything that was thrown at him, it was like, I'm so fortunate to be here, so let me handle it. And let me observe how LeBron handles things and ask him questions about it. He's a streaky scorer, but his looks that he gets with LeBron and AD on the court should be even better than he got last year. You know, whether it's traditional big 3 or not, I think he's going to be a vital member of their success.
While I agree with pretty much everything you said, one thing is to embrace it or expect it, and the other thing is to actually deal with it. Right. And we've seen that in the LeBron trios, there's always somebody that gets the short end of the stick and gets all the blame in a lot of these cases. We've seen it with Chris Bosh and Kevin Love, who I think are better players than Kyle Kuzma overall. I'm curious to see how this ends up, you know, turning out for him.
The Bosh and Love had already been #1 options on their teams. They'd already made a lot of money. They'd already been all-stars. Kyle's coming into his own in this role, so that's a different paradigm than those other.
Yeah, but I would also say those guys were in the league for 6 or 7 years, and Kyle Kuzma has not been in the league for 6 or 7 years, so they were more capable of handling that type of situation, or at least better suited to than maybe Kuzma at this stage.
I mean, Kuz came in with Lonzo, right? So from the start, there was always more attention and spotlight going to someone else except for him, which I always thought was a good thing for Kyle, right? Let him develop a little bit more on his own. Now, look, he's still playing on a team with LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Yep.
Do you guys think that he's still going to have the protection of not having the microphones all thrusted at him? Or do you think the fact that he has now sort of reached the status that he's reached and he's on the mural, do you think he'll now have to sort of shoulder a little bit more of that?
No, I think he manages the media really well. Actually, the name that we're not talking about here, and I'm curious how he thinks about it, is DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you on that. We don't have a ton of time because we got to go in like 20 seconds, but I'm with you on that. And Kuz is a good kid, and he handles the media well. That part of it, again, he'll handle it well initially. We'll see what happens if he starts getting the blame, though. That changes the dynamic some.
I'm interested to see if he ends up looking like the mural. Fluffy, not...
No.
No?
Looking good, man.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports analysis and highlights, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.